Okay, we got to go back to theory now. These magnets are very strong. They don't give me anything to mount them really good to the fence for. So we got to try to find out is how far it actually has to be from here in order for it to work. So I'm probably going to have to figure out a bracket that I'm going to have to come to get this as close as I can when it passes it. But we got to try to figure out. Now the next button I pressed is going to be open. So shoot, that didn't work. Right. Top one's this side, bottom one's that one. Sorry. Top one, passing, bottom one. Okay, so bottom one's on this side. I'm getting to where I want it now, because now I know where I gotta mount the bottom one. Okay, so here's my problem, Maynard. This right here, I don't know why they got these brackets, because they're made to go on something like this. Now I have nothing like this close to, actually I have one over there on the open. So on the close I don't have anything right here. So I might be able to actually use this on the open one. So let's try to open. The open is going to be the, no I can't. Because it opens in here. So okay, let me show you this. Everything's a-okay. I want to paint that so it could look nice. That's just a 2x4. And the magnet can still slide up and down to give me some room. I screwed it in. Believe me, I'm going to paint it and coat it and paint it and coat it. But I have to adjust it now because this is where it stops. It's just a tad bit too shy. So what I'm going to do is actually go back on the outside and move these one over to right here. Just move this over to here. I'll show you on the other side, but let me go ahead. I'm not going to stop it. The magnet stops it. So it's working perfectly. It just got to move over by one. Then I got to do the lower one. This is what it looks like on the outside. Just 2 screws and 2 big washers. I drilled through first and then I put those through. So all I'm going to do is move these from this one to this one right here. And yeah, to this one right here. Alright, I'm working on the front gate now. The front one. And I'm actually going to do the same concept, screwing it on the back on one of these, but this was too close, so I had to cut it out on the back to make it perfect, and I put it on the same way. But don't forget, now this is the bottom one, so this actually has to come closest to the bottom as possible without hitting the metal piece right there. So this is just all I'm trying to adjust right now to get the bottom one in place. Alright, now put the lid on. Now that actually is rubbing the lid right there. So, but I had to carve it in to get it on there. So yes, it is carving the... Oh, I actually moved it. I'll set it down. I'll set it down again before I close it. Okay, so that worked really good. I closed it really good. Man, I can't even set it down again. Can't even reach to set it down. Well, let's see from here. I can go run around it and set it down. There it goes. This will be screwed down like this. And this is the stop right here. See if it's going to hit too much. Alright, so it's going to make a little line across the front. That's enough to wiggle, but it's close enough for government standards for me. One more time. Let's go. There it is right there, the one that rubs. And this is the other one that's free and clear. Stopped exactly where it's supposed to. Open up. This is going to be screwed down, so that rubs against this a little bit. In order for me to stop it from rubbing, I got to whittle that down a little bit more. But it stops it where it should be. So I'm not going to worry too much about that rubbing, to tell you the truth. I'm going to go ahead, button this up, paint this, and tighten it all down. The electricity I got running right through here is just plugged into the house. So I just got to come up with a way that I'm going to run the electricity. Like I said, I used 3 bags of concrete. It calls for about 6. So I would use 6 because this right here is in the ground and you still see it rocking. Either way, that's how I installed my, what is it, SL600 electric gate cantilever gate opener. Thanks for watching. I hope it helped you out some. This was all trial by error on me. Okay, when I put those 2x4s on to make that the gap, the little brace, I did paint them. I primered them really good, and then I put like 2 or 3 coats of primer, 2 or 3 coats of paint. So they'll last. They're not gonna be weathered. They'll last, and I'll check them next, in springtime. But either way, that's how I did it. I just made them out of 2x4s. But you got to really come up with some way you're gonna fabricate the limit switches, because that was the only problem I had with this.